It's time for another edition of Live from Studio M on 105.5 Triple M. I'm your host, Jonathan Sutton, and we all like to think that we take risks. And I remember in high school, calling a girl and being all nervous to ask her to a dance or something like that, and I thought that was a pretty big risk. But the artist we're meeting today, at the ripe old age of 19, left Madison to go play music. And a lot of people go to maybe New York or Los Angeles, but he went a bit further. We'll talk to him about his adventures in Sweden, about his ever-changing band, and whatever other weird things we could think of. But first, let's hear a song. It's Brittsommar. Did I get that right?
That's right.
Live from Studio M. tell you, we don't applaud right away because if we put this on one of our compilation CDs, we don't, yes, we still make CDs. We don't want the applause on that. I forgot to mention it. So you're like, what the hell? I finished the song. You're like, what's happening? We're back live from Studio M on 105.5 Triple M. Our guest today is Brittsommar, and actually the lead is Sawyer Gebauer. And you are a Madisonian, right? You were born and raised here in Madison.
Should I speak into the mic or?
That would be good, yeah.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Madison.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with that. When you were a kid here,
Yeah.
playing a lot of music in your house? No music in your house? You were...
Yeah, there's a little bit. There's a piano in my room, and my mother doodled at that a bit. My dad was playing a little bit of guitar, but I usually remember him playing harmonica in the nights because I fell asleep. But you know, that was about it. There wasn't so much. I just remember picking up a guitar and I don't know, one of these guitar stores here, and just knew that this is what I had to do, I guess.
Yeah. So, but then again, people usually, maybe they go to Nashville or they go really crazy and go to Austin or something like that. But why did you pick Sweden? I know people probably ask you this a lot.
Yeah, I know. It's usually the first question. I always say the same thing, that if I knew what I knew now, I probably wouldn't have gone there. I would have much rather gone to Nashville or Austin, and I guess that's where I'm going now, actually. But no, there was just a feeling in my gut and my heart that I had to go there. And I was listening to a lot of music at the time from there that I was kind of influenced by. Like back in high school, like Tallest Man on Earth, and I liked The Knife a lot and stuff, and like Jens Lekman. So I thought, okay, if I like all these bands, why don't I go there and check it out? But you know, it's not so easy living in a foreign country trying to do your thing.
No, well, what about the language? I mean, did you speak any other languages? Or?
No, I didn't even know what the language sounded like. I didn't even know that you know, at all. I didn't know about the culture, the language. So I basically just got on a plane, you know, crying to myself on the plane, like, what am I getting myself into?
Wait, can I back up too? Were mom and dad just like, cool?
Yeah, you know.
Or was this like in the middle of the night?
No, I wasn't that dramatic.
Okay.
I wasn't that troubled. But, no, it was just, you know, just something I thought that I had to do, and they were like, yeah, you know, like, you got what you got to do.
Was the plan then, I'm going to go for 6 months, or I'm going to go for...
I was planning on being there for 3 months.
Okay.
And
so you went to O'Hare, right? I'm assuming there was not a nonstop out of County Regional area.
I got that Greyhound bus, that depressing Greyhound bus to O'Hare.
Yeah.
Early in the morning. Then, I got in the flight, and then I was going to this farm in the countryside of Stockholm. And then that's essentially where this band took off.
So was that like how'd you find the farm? Was it like a Craigslist thing? Or
yeah, it was like WWOOFing, just like World Organization for Organic Farming or something. And then that typical country cliche happened, and I fell in love with the farmer's daughter, who eventually was also my violin player, and found a guitar player there, and that's how Brittsommar started, this 3-piece band in the countryside of Sweden.
Okay, so let's talk about the girlfriend thing for a second, because that seems interesting to me. Evelyn is her name, right? So did you, like, first day, he's like, and here's my house, this is where you will stay, don't touch.
No, it was, I was 19 at the time, and I arrived on her 18th birthday. I'm like, hey, here we go. I'm the present.
No. They all speak English?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Better than we can, probably.
Yeah, sure.
No, just kind of like, I knew that that's something I needed to pursue, so I did.
Right, and did you have the long flowing hair? And you're an American, that was probably pretty...
Oh, I had pretty short hair, and this is quite new to me.
Oh, okay. So I would think either she thinks you're cool or you totally don't fit in there.
I think it was a combination of both.
Oh, okay.
I was cool because I didn't fit in.
Right. Okay, nice. All right, well, let's hear another song, then we'll talk more. I feel like I could just fixate on that whole thing.
Yeah, you like that topic.
I kind of do, but I think we should kind of keep moving. Let's hear another song first. What have you got for us?
Sure. Do you guys want to do Ain't You Wealthy or Middleman? Let's do Middleman. This song's called Middleman. This was a song that was off of, not the last album, the one before that, called The Machine Stops, that was recorded in Berlin when I used to live there.
Brittsommar, live from Studio M. about the name. So that's
Yeah.
Swedish for like
Indian summer.
Indian summer?
Yeah, yeah.
Did Evelyn hear that, or how'd you come up with the name?
No, I was walking through the forest with my guitar player, and I just heard it around because it was around Indian summer, kind of September, October-ish, and I said, "What is Brittsommar?" I've been hearing it around, and he told me, and I thought that's a nice name, so I went with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. And the band is constantly evolving, I guess.
Band's
'Cause
constantly evolving.
When I was doing a little research, I'm like, oh, one guy's from Israel, and
Right.
one guy's this, and then I come down, and really it changes all the time.
Yeah, the dude's from Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, and I don't like to see it as a band. I like to call it a project. So it's always this turnstile of talent going in and out. So, yeah, it started with Evelyn and Johan in Sweden, then moved to Berlin, and then they had this old rock star from Israel that used to tour the world, and in arenas and the biggest bands out of Israel, and, the limousines and the things you can't really talk about on radio. And then he ends up in Berlin, and playing with me in, pumped out little basements. And then, like, my cello player there used to build satellites for the German Space Agency. He got bored of that, and then, started to play cello in my band. He's from Australia. And then now I got together this band of mostly Madisonians or Illinois people for these gigs I'm doing at High Noon tonight.
Right. So, no disrespect to these guys at all, but do they have good stories, like being a rock star in Israel?
I don't know. I mean, we've only met.
Or working for a space agency?
Yeah.
No,
I hope
guys.
so.
They.
We all have our amazing stories.
Right. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe it's more amazing because you're out. Your adventures probably were a little more exciting than going to Austin or Nashville. I think because it was a little more international, to say the least. Right.
It was definitely harder.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then what about the language barrier? Or music, the international language? How did that all work out?
I mean, as we all know, like they're very well educated people. It was more tough for me because you can lose your tongue very easily. You learn how to observe things very well, being kind of in the back of the room and just hearing people conversate and going about their days, but you have no idea what they're saying. So you're able to, really be a nice fly on the wall and see things.
Right. So then, for the writing of songs, did you mainly write the songs, or? Okay, so they would just kind of play. Was there input then? We don't like this. We want to change this, or they just kind of followed what you?
Not as far as lyrics, but I've been quite open to whoever's playing with me to just do what they want. Like with these guys, it's just like go with the flow. Let's see what we can do.
Cool.
Sometimes I feel like I should be a better dictator, but I'm not. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's good. If you like it, I like it. Yeah. But I think that's what makes Brittsommar project very nice.
Yeah. And the writing for yourself, it seems like you probably were in a lot of inspirational places to write, I guess. Now, being back in the States, is it kind of almost a little more difficult? Like you were?
No, it's even more inspiring. You can never go home again, but when you are, you see things a way you've never seen before. I mean, Madison has changed a lot since I've been here 5 years ago.
But doesn't it seem so, like, when you go, my friends, I never studied abroad, which I regretted, but my friends who did, when they came back, felt like everything seemed so small. I don't know if you...
Yeah, I can understand that, but you're saying everything's so small in the biggest country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're over in Europe, you're like, oh, America's so big, And like... but yeah, it's true, but it's a beautiful place, and there's a lot to see here. I mean, it has the mountains, it has the swamps, it has the plains, it has the ocean, it has the forests, you know what I mean?
And even a new Culver's coming down the street.
And I still want to get that before I leave. I've been craving that Butterburger. Now it just sounds like a promotional piece.
Right, no.
I might have to take that out, but I really do want a Butterburger.
Sponsorship.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's hear another song. What do you got? Maybe tell us a little bit of the genesis of this.
Yeah, this is a song called Ain't You Wealthy, Ain't You Wise, and it's about big influence on me. His name is Bonnie Prince Billy with Will Oldham. He's a great singer-songwriter, and he's been around for years. The Palace Brothers, he's been doing this thing for over 20 years. And he's been a big influence on me these past years in these albums. And this is a cover that I did on the Machine Stops from the last album. So yeah, Ain't You Wealthy, Ain't You Wise.
Brittsommar live from Studio M.
Ain't you wealthy? Ain't you wise? Ain't you made to give to me? Ain't it all good enough to sing? It's a joyous day to see the hope you have in me. While I blankets and blonde hair, you'll be shocked to find ain't you wealthy? Ain't you wise? Ain't you made to give to me? Ain't it all enough to say? The moon is hanging low. It watches where I go. And now I've seen the evil eye. Hold on to me, ain't you wealthy? Ain't you wise? Ain't you made to give to me? Ain't it all enough to say? And there's no pain to limit, no dreams undone. There's no pain to no dreams undone.
In all your traveling in different places you've played, has there been just a really, really strange, freaky gig? I mean, we have a lot of times we'll ask and they'll be like, yeah, I played on the back of a pickup truck for 2 dogs and a pig or something.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But I feel like you probably would have some really weird ones. Potentially.
What can I say on the radio?
Well, this isn't live, so let's see what happens.
No, I mean, I don't know. Again, when I was living in Berlin a while, those have always been pretty amazing gigs. When we were doing this goodbye gig from when I was moving away, we ended up in this basement, someplace in the hip district of Berlin, and it was completely lit by candles, and they had big bowls of substances that everyone was taking, and then
Vitamins, right?
vitamin C and B and D,
Yeah.
and a lot of vitamin M, and then you know, everyone was like painting their faces and taking off their clothes, and then we were just up stage with like these amazing painted faces and like half naked and just doing these songs here, and the whole room was lit with candles, and then the fire started, and then in the toilet. And
For real right now? Is this true?
yeah, the fire started in the toilet, and then the fire department had to come, and this was in the middle of the gig, but then we didn't want to stop, so we kept on playing, and some of the fire department was watching the gig while the other fire department guys were blowing it out in the toilet, and then the cops are coming, so we had to pack up our stuff and go.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was a great send-away gig.
Yeah.
I was completely
Focused.
yeah.
That's amazing. And these guys, how long have you been playing with them? Because it seems like everybody is on board here, like with no.
Yeah, it's amazing.
How long have they been?
A week.
Really?
Yeah, this is our first show.
I just met you yesterday.
Yeah. This is Jacob.
Yeah, so let's meet the band.
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
Josh.
No,
Jacob, Josh. James, I'm sorry.
Eric.
Oh shit.
You might need to wear name tags. Yeah.
Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm Matt.
Matt, Jacob,
Josh.
Eric, and Eric. Okay.
I know you guys.
I mean, for really putting this together, so they learned all your.
Yeah, no, they're amazing.
Yeah. And you're all going to be fired soon, but
No.
might as well enjoy it right now.
They got better stuff going on
So-
than me.
So now your plan is you're here in Madison for a little bit, then you are heading south. Is that the plan, kind of?
Yeah. I got a van, and I'm gonna be recording in this ghost town 2 hours west of Dallas. The next album. It's called Escoda, Texas.
It's a ghost town.
It's not a haunted town; it's a ghost town.
Okay.
So it just hasn't been inhabited since the 40s or something.
And that's where you're going to live.
For a little while. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And probably your parents are like, you know what? He's already been to Sweden and Berlin, and then all this. This is just par for the course. How are you recording there? What do you mean? You're going to write there, or you're actually?
Well, the songs are done. I just need to record. I'm getting this engineer out from California. That's a buddy of mine. He's going to be there, and yeah, we're just going to have fun and.
It's really like a real ghost town.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay, awesome. I don't know what to say. That's really cool and weird at the same time, but that's kind of your MO, I think.
Yeah.
Is that insulting? I don't.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know a lot
I just
of
never
people-
thought about it before.
That you're recording in a ghost town? I mean, that seems kind of weird, doesn't
No,
it?
it seemed like a good opportunity, so I just grabbed it before someone else did.
Yeah. Is there a lot of people that want to record in ghost towns?
Well, they will now.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll be looking forward to that if you survive.
Wow.
All right, so let's do one more. Or you
Yeah.
do it, we'll watch. What?
Yeah, let's do one more. We actually haven't played anything off the newest album yet.
Are you about to right now?
I think it's about time. Do you guys want to do Can't Breathe or
Sure, yes.
Can't Breathe? All right.
All right, Brittsommar.
Yeah. I mean, I can do a little bit of an introduction because I have to tune.
Okay.
But this is when I was living in this like commune in Sweden, and
I didn't get to ask you about that. Okay, go ahead.
well, yeah. Hope,
We've all done it.
Next time.
Yeah.
And yeah, the song's called Can't Breathe on Your Own, and I don't know, it's just, everyone like thinks the commune life is like kind of the ideal thing, like a community everyone's living, like get away from society, and it's so great, but it's not true at all. You know, it's filled with its own rules, and regulations and obligations, and
And
it's
clicks, right?
yeah, it's horrible, you know, and you really, you know, it's not nice. So this is kind of about like a restricted society within a restricted society, I suppose, and my experiences with it. All right, cool. And then yeah, hope to see you at high noon tonight.
Absolutely.